portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Minister of Transport and Aviation, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, says the Department of Civil Aviation will be engaged in a comprehensive review of critical indicators in airport systems nationwide.
The Mayaguana tragedy last Thursday has caused civil aviation to take an extensive audit of Family Island airports. Our Cyan Thompson has more from the House of Assembly.
Transport and Aviation Minister, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, says emergency lights for the Mayaguana Airport have been acquired and installation will take place shortly. The government also plans to complete installation of emergency lights in all remaining public airports in the country.
The Department of Civil Aviation advises that those airports are Stella Maris, Long Island, Fresh Creek, Andros, and Rum Cay. The department also reports that emergency lights previously installed in Ragged Island and Deadman's Key in 2006 now require repair. In the case of Ragged Island, due to construction works at that airport, and the case of Deadman's Key, due to recent severe storm and flood conditions. Those airports will be addressed.
The minister told House members she was advised that for a period of years now, there has not been a proper maintenance program of the solar emergency lights that have been installed at airports in the country. She added that using vehicles to illuminate Family Island runways is an old practice that the country must do away with.
This raises for many of our citizens, and including myself, serious policy questions about the future and the way forward for airport development generally in our country, something governments in the way forward in negotiating heads of agreement with investors must give due consideration to. Mr. Speaker, this tragedy has also placed in the public consciousness this practice of illuminating runways with vehicle lights for emergency flights on Family Island airports.
Hannah Martin explained that in 2006, there was already a plan in place to phase out that old practice.
During the 2002-2000 Christie administration, firmly determined would be eradicated in our country. Mr. Speaker, in pursuance of this policy commitment, a comprehensive exercise had been undertaken in 2006 by a team of public officers from the Department of Civil Aviation and the Ministry of Works. These officers traveled over a period of several months throughout the country, installing emergency solar lights at numerous runways. The records of the Civil Aviation Department recall and remind me that the following airports were installed with emergency lights during that exercise.
For the ZNS Network News, I'm Cyan Thompson.
Well, Parliament introduced the prospect of a regulated system of stem cell research in the Bahamas during proceedings yesterday. In fact, Prime Minister Perry Christie tabled the bill today towards that end.
Stem cells are precursors to mature cells. Their ability to duplicate themselves and to become various kinds of cells give them greater potential for healing injuries and regenerating healthy tissues. And Mr. Speaker, so that there be no doubt, this communication was to be made by the Minister of Health, the Member of Parliament for North Andros, the Berry Islands, who had to leave the Bahamas to attend to very serious medical circumstances involving a member of his family. And so I have therefore substituted for him in making this communication. But the basis of it is that the Bahamas has an opportunity to become a world leader among nations in this field, and this legislation is designed to help achieve that goal.
Now, Prime Minister Perry Christie, who was in Parliament yesterday, added that conducting stem cell research will not only have medical but also touristic and economic implications as well.
The Bahamas has now has the opportunity to host several important stem cell initiatives. Corporations, companies interested in establishing stem cell research and therapy centers in the Bahamas are proposing to build healthcare facilities and laboratories, create jobs, and offer treatments that will improve the lives of many of our citizens. These projects also promise to attract leading scientists to conduct research, establish institutions and centers of excellence, and relocate them here in the Bahamas.
Well, still to come, how do blue holes develop tourism in the country? Find out coming up.
And the Invitational is just a few days away, and the stars have started to arrive. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain. Former city market workers are back in the news again. This time, they're up in arms over a proposed plan that would see the transfer of their pension plan from the Bahamas Supermarkets Retirement Trust to a limited liability company, or LLC. The workers say this would result in the devaluing of their pension and would remove the trustees of their pension fund from their fiduciary duties. Over 200 workers are affected by the pension, which is said to owe them almost $6 million. Spokesperson for the workers, One-Star Turnquest, is urging workers not to sign on to the new program and promises another demonstration in Rawson Square. Minister of Financial Services Ryan Pinder says the country can expect to receive an implementation report on the Economic Partnership Agreement within a matter of weeks. The report, which is crucial to the Bahamas' approach to the EPA, is expected to outline the gaps and weaknesses to the trade treaty signed between the Bahamas and CARIFORUM nations. The report is projected to be the launchpad for the country's own EPA implementation unit, according to Minister Pinder. Finally, for you fans of American Idol, ever wondered how much money the judges make on the show? In 2 words, a lot. The current season featuring diva Mariah Carey, rapper Nicki Minaj, country star Keith Urban, and original Judge Randy Jackson is another rating success for Fox and the show's producers. While figures for Jackson's salary are not available, Keith Urban takes home $4 million for the season. Nicki Minaj is making more than double that at $10 million, but the queen of green is Mariah Carey, who takes home $18 million for the season. Mariah is still $2 million short of what Jennifer Lopez earned on her final season of the hit show. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Jimenita Swain.